Good morning and happy holidays. Today we are doing Christmas with Cricut. If you're anything like my family, each year when you change your Christmas decorations, you have to buy new things. Well, this year I changed my theme for Christmas and I have to make some new Christmas stockings. So today we are going to make personalized Christmas stockings. Here we have all of your required materials. We have the Cricut Joy. Now, although I have the Cricut Maker 3, I decided to use the Cricut Joy because it's such a small job. Additionally, we have the Cricut Joy Smart Iron-On. This is going to transfer from the paper onto the Christmas stocking. So here is the Christmas stocking. This is our blank canvas that we're going to use. All right. In addition to the Cricut Joy, I also have the Cricut Mini Press. This is where our heat is going to transfer from that iron-on to our stocking. And then additionally, we have our iPad. And on the iPad, we actually have the Cricut app downloaded that we're going to be using to create the names for our Christmas stocking. Also, we have our tools that we're going to use to pull the vinyl. And this is actually used to catch the vinyl so that it won't make a mess all over the place. So these are the basic tools that you are going to need for Christmas with Cricut. All right, so we are logged on to the iPad and we're logged on to the Cricut app. And as you can see, some of these require payments. You can see 99 cent, 99 cent, 99 cent. However, we're going to use a basic font to create the name for the stocking. So I'm going to push this plus button and it's going to take me to a canvas, and I'd already started working on it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to replace that. And we're going to come down here and we're going to click text. And that's going to give us a place to actually work. So my son's name is Trey. So that's what we're going to put on this stocking. So Trey. That is his name. And then we're going to change the font. So I'm going to hit done. And then I'm going to come down here. And I am going to go to font name. And you'll see some of them will require payments. Others are going to be free. So I am going to select a free font because I don't want to have to pay for it. Some of them I've already paid for because I've used this in the past. So I am going to, you see where that one says purchased. So I think I actually may want to try this one, A Child's Year. And then I can make it bigger. So then I'm going to move it over so it's kind of at the front so that it won't take up too much space when I go to create it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that I really like this font. So I'm going to look for another font. So as you can see, I'm back to where the fonts were, and I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to look for another font. And you can try out different variations of fonts to see which one you want to use, which one fits. I think that is the one that I want to use because I want it to look a little bit fancier. So now that we have what we're going to actually put on the stocking, it is time to connect the Cricut Joy to the tablet. And then we're going to actually install our vinyl so that we can work on this. All right, so now that we have what we want to actually put on the stocking, I'm going to click this green button at the top right that says Make It. And we're going to make it without a mat because the Cricut Joy's vinyl actually comes with its own mat. So I'm going to click without mat and I'm going to hit confirm. Now, because we're actually ironing on, we want to go up here and we want to change this to mirror on, because for iron on, you have to do it so that it prints it the opposite. So we're going to select mirror on, then we're going to hit close, and then we're going to hit next. And it's thinking about it. So now we're going to choose smart iron on because that is the type of material that we're using. So we're using smart iron on. And it's telling us how to actually load the materials into the machine. And we have to make sure that when we load it so that the shimmer side is face down. All right, and then you're just going to click the go button, and then it's going to begin to print. Okay, so we have it, the material face down because it's mirrored. So we want to make sure that when it prints so that when it irons on, it'll be facing up. So we have that done. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. As you can see, we already have the vinyl loaded into the Cricut Joy. We have it so that the shiny side is down because when it prints, it's going to print mirrored so that it can iron on to the stocking. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push the go button and it should start cutting. It's preparing. And now it's cutting. And once it ejects, that means that the cutting is complete. And now I'm going to unload my material, which is the vinyl. All right, so as you can see, we've removed the Cricut Joy, and now we've actually hooked up the Cricut Easy Print Mini. This is your iron-on that you're going to actually use to iron on your vinyl to the stocking. So we have to give it a moment for it to actually warm up. And you can see now the lights are all green, which means that it is ready to go. So as you can see, I've already removed the excessive vinyl from the cut. I use this tool to actually pull the excessive vinyl off, and then you can see that it actually left the name as we cut it, so it has tray. So now we're going to place it on the stocking where we want it to be located, and then we're going to use the iron-on mini to actually transfer from the vinyl onto the stock. All right, so we have the cutout where we want it to actually be. It's centered in the middle of the stocking. So now we're going to take the mini press and we're going to apply it so that it will the heat will transfer the iron-on to the stocking. And you have to make sure that it's hot enough and that you apply enough pressure so that it'll move from the iron-on onto the stockings and so that it'll stay. Now, with the stockings being a little fuzzy, you may have to do a little extra work to get it to stay. Okay, still not ready, so we have to apply some more heat and some more pressure. All right, so when you're ready to pull it off, make sure you pull from the top. If you pull it from the bottom, then it will pull the vinyl off. So we're going to go ahead and let's see what we've made together. And there we have it. We have a personalized Christmas stocking made with your Cricut Joy and your mini heat press. Happy holidays.